Okay, so why do I have a bunch of Timex Ironman watches on the table right now? Well, the main reason why is because this watch is kind of like a classic watch for a lot of people, for myself included. It's a watch that holds near and dear to my heart because it's a watch that I wore pretty much throughout my high school years. Back then, I didn't really have any sort of interest in watches. I just wore a watch because my parents told me to, and it was really the only way for me to tell the time because back then I didn't have a cell phone. And so yeah, this is a watch that I've worn for pretty much all of my high school years. In the beginning, I wore it on a strap, and then afterwards the strap broke, and so I put it on a little loop and tied it to my pants. Looked super dorky, super nerdy looking, but you know, it is what it is, right? And yeah, this is a great watch. It just basically holds near and dear to my heart because I've worn for such a long time. And I'm sure it's a classic watch for a lot of people out there as well. Very famous during the 90s. Famously, President Bill Clinton wore it during his first few years of presidency. And yeah, I'm sure a lot of people use this for their sporting, as a sporting watch or whatnot as well. So a classic indeed. I also have the ladies version of this as well. I'm not sure if this is the ladies version or the kids version, but it's a really cute scaled down version of this watch. You can see here, has these little peachy pink buttons as well. Yeah, super adorable. Can't exactly remember where I got this. Maybe I've worn it at some point as well. I'm not exactly sure, but anyways, had this lying around and thought it would be nice to show you guys. And then at some point during my adulthood, after these watches have been discontinued for many years, I came across this watch at a grocery store. This is a Timex Ironman triathlon watch that very, very much resembles the old 8-lap Ironman Classic, right? So this one, I saw it at a grocery store and I was like, wow, this looks so similar to the original Classic that I had to buy it. And so I did, right? From the shape of it to the button placements, everything just looks so similar. The functions and the features are exactly the same as well. But it does come with this more modern strap that actually fits a lot better on my wrist because it has Velcro and I have really thin wrists, and so this actually works a lot better for me. But anyways, like I just bought it mainly because of the fact that it looks so similar to the classic Ironman. So little did I know, a couple years ago, back in 2022, Timex actually re-released the original OG Timex Ironman 8 laps. And yeah, I had no idea. Didn't know about it until recently when I started seeing a bunch of ads pop up on Facebook and on Instagram. So I couldn't help but pick one up. So the one I picked up was this one right here. This is the gray version. I believe the official color name is the gray shades. And then the reference number is TW5M54500. Paid about $130 Canadian for it. You can do the math for the American version of that. Is it expensive? Yes, it is. I mean, because originally the watches I think are only like $50 or something. So definitely a little bit inflated of a price. But you know, this is kind of like one of those things that's it serves the fans, right? And, you know, for those of us that are old enough to remember the original Classic and have owned one of these, I think we'll be really appreciative of this new re-release. So this is the gray version. This is, I believe, is called Gray Shades, and supposedly it's only available in Japan, but you can ship it over to the States and also Canada as well. So I'm not exactly sure why it's only available in Japan, but you know, that's what it says on the website. So I'm just saying it what it is. And yeah, this is a beautiful, beautiful re-release of the original Classic. Looks exactly the same. Button placements are exactly the same as well. And if we go through the modes of the watch, if I can click the button right there, there we go. You can see that the display is exactly the same as it once was. So very, very true to the Classic, and definitely has that 90s feel to it. Let me just peel this sticker off. There we go. I really like this color combination, this gray on gray. It looks really stunning. It looks, it just looks so different from what the original looks like. But you can get this in a lot of different color combinations as well. If you look on their website, there's a bunch of different color combinations. Some are more true to the original, and some are definitely a more modern or different take of the original Classic. Kind of like this one is definitely a much more unique look of this watch. and I quite like it. I definitely like it for sure. So let's take a look and see what is different about these two watches. There's really not too much difference. We can see that the way they have the text laid out is exactly the same. Here's the light, and this is. Can we actually see the light? Let me see. Well, maybe I'll do a different shot of that. Anyways, there's a light button here. I don't think it's in the glow because that's not what the original had. So there's a light button, there's a set button, and a mode button here. It says water resistance on the left side, 100 meters on the top. So that's definitely a recreation of the original Classic. Looks exactly the same. You have the 4 screws on the side, 8 lap on the bottom, memory stopwatch. And then I believe the strap is exactly the same as well. It should say Ironman up here. Actually, I think I have a replacement strap for this one that isn't broken. Give me a second. Let me see if I can find it. Yes, here we go. So this is the replacement strap that I got for this watch many years ago. And I think I got this mainly because I wasn't wearing this watch anymore, but I got this mainly because I wanted to, just have the original, because I know that these were gonna, go out of stock very soon, and so I picked one up when I had the chance. So let's open this up. This is still pretty much brand new because, again, I never actually wore this watch after I, after the battery died on it. But super supple, and yeah, I mean it's not exactly the same, but it's pretty close. It says Ironman here. It says Ironman there. The original has a bunch of these Ironman logos on it, on these little ridges. The new one does not. And let's take a look at the bottom strap here. The bottom strap says China on it, but that's just a sticker, so I can peel that off. But the bottom strap, oh, there it is. The bottom strap, it says Indiglo on it. Does this have Indiglo? I don't think it has Indiglo, but anyways, doesn't matter. It says Indiglo on it here, and then again, it has that repeating Ironman logo there, but the new one does not. But overall, very similar. I think similar in length as well. If I go here and then I line it up to here, actually the original is a little bit shorter. The new one is a little bit longer, and they both have this little lip at the end to hold the keepers in place. So yeah, there's that. There's a tag I forgot to show you guys. Comes in at 14,960 yen, and there is the reference number, Timex. There you go. Very cool. I think the only difference that I see on these two watches, the OG versus the new one, is that the text in the center here is a little bit different. First of all, the original one is black on the, I guess you can call it the dial. And then on this one, it's actually a reflective surface, but I'm not sure exactly if that's just this color combination. Let me just take a look and see the other ones. Yeah, some of the other ones that I see on the website is black here as well, but this one, this gray one that I have here, it has a reflective, almost mirror-like finish on this this bezel or dial or whatever you want to call it. But there are some that are black, like the original. But the text here is different. This one says, the new one says Timex Quartz and an Ironman Triathlon in small print. The old one says Timex Ironman Triathlon in larger print with a few outlines in the color that it comes with. So that's the real difference that I see besides some of the text on the strap. But otherwise, yeah, a pretty faithful recreation of the Classic for sure. Okay, let me just put this on my wrist. Now, these Ironman watches never really work very well for my wrist because I have a really small wrist. For those of you that don't know, my wrist comes in only at about 6 inches, 6 1/4 on a good day. So it's really difficult to find find watches and straps that fit my wrist without being too long. So this is going to be, I know this is going to be a bit of a problem. Am I actually going to even wear this watch? I don't know. Maybe if I do, I'll probably put it on a different strap. But let's take this watch. Currently, I have the Boulder Venture Black Dawn, a watch that I like very much, and I think a lot of people have commented saying that they like this watch as well. So I have this on a Luff Elastico strap. I made a video about this. You can see it in the upper hand corner right here. But yeah, this is a very supple, very nice strap. A French Troop or Marine Nationale strap for your watches. So take a look at that video. Anyways, this is the Ironman, the new Ironman Triathlon. And yeah, I can already tell that this is way too long of a strap for my wrist. I need to go to the last hole. So yeah, I mean, I have a really small wrist, you know, it's just the unfortunate thing. But if you guys have normal size wrists, then I think it shouldn't be a problem for you guys. But yeah, I have this like overhang at the end here. I mean, it still fits my wrist, but it just looks really goofy. Looks like I'm wearing my dad's watch, you know, kind of a thing, right? So doesn't look the best, but yeah, overall the size of it fits very well. Do we need to do a measurement? I'll do it in a second. So let me just do a quick wrist shot right here. Yeah, I mean, like it feels like nothing at all. It's super light. I'm sure if you want to wear this for sports and stuff like that, it'll be great. Super lightweight. Yeah, it feels like there's nothing on my wrist at all. Okay, let's just do a quick size measurement. So the case diameter side to side is 38.7. If we want to include the buttons on both sides, if we just measure button to button, 1 second here. Oh, hold on, that didn't work. It is, hold on. It's 41.3. And then if we go lug to lug, I got to work on my caliper skills. 1 second here. Go lug to lug. It is 46.2 lug to lug. And then if we want to measure the thickness of it as well, thickness of this watch is 10.5. So yeah, very small watch. I mean, especially the fact that this is a watch that was from the 90s. Back then, small watches were a thing, and small watches are becoming a thing again. So it's nice that they're bringing this back. So yeah, very small watch, very lightweight watch, and again, very true to classic. And for those of you out there that likes the classic Timex Ironman, this will be a joy for you to own.